welcome to what I'm calling Rivalry Week. I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to preview the matchups for Week 4. Hopefully the season stops being so fucked up. But I'm going to start with Brian at Scott, or Scott at Brian, or Scott in Brian. Whatever you want to imagine. This matchup's going to just go against a team that is stacked with talent, and a team, this team that is stacked with talent has decent matchups against a dude whose team is 3-0 and he has like the worst players ever, but is 3-0. So luck is on his side. He also has good matchups. He's got Marshawn Lynch going against St. Louis. He's got BGE going against Jacksonville. Those guys should put up some points, but both teams got good matchups. I mean, Scott's got he's got LaShawn McCoy at New York, and LaShawn McCoy is he's a baller. He's gonna produce either way. Jamal Charles against San Diego. Jamal Charles is awesome. He showed that last week when Scott left him on his bench like a motherfucker, idiot. Ryan Matthews against Kansas City. He somehow stole Ryan Matthews in the draft. Nobody knew it, but he did. So I'm going to go with Scott in this one, and Brian, fuck you. Hope you lose the rest of the season. Thanks. So that is Scott versus Brian. Not really a rivalry matchup, but most of the other ones are. Next one we're going to go to is Those Guys Are Fags, that Fresh to Duff. It's Ricky and that's Derek. Those guys just don't like each other. You can just tell they really don't like each other. They actually probably do like each other because they're family. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Ricky's got, his team is shit, but he's got Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson. And those dudes are going to produce. Calvin Johnson's a monster. He hasn't got the touchdowns, but he's got a lot of yardage. And he's going to keep doing his thing. So, I look for, actually it's going to be tough. Derek's got DeMarco Murray and Frank Gore, but their matchups aren't that great. I think DeMarco Murray's going against Chicago. Frank Gore's got the Jets. So, Derek's going to have a tough time. He started Dennis Pitta over Fred Davis this week, and, that was probably a shitty move on his part, but Pitta's white, Derek. You know this. But yeah, Ricky should come out on top on this one. His matchups are more favorable. They both suck, so whatever. But moving on into the first matchup of the upper tier matchups of the rivalry week, the bloodbath matchups. We're gonna go with the matchup next of Our Jesus Thrice versus Fixins to Fuck Ya. So, it looks like this Fixins to Fuck Ya guy is actually fixing to fuck Paul Rudd. I mean, whatever floats your boat, dude. If you want to fuck him, that's cool. Actually, it's really not that cool, but looking at Fixins to Fuck Paul Rudd's team, he's got some solid talent. He's got RG3, who has just been killing everybody he plays. He's got some studly running backs: Arian Foster, Adrian Peterson, Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush went down last week with an injury, but it looks like he's going to play. He's probably going to put up some points. And, of course, Arian Foster and Adrian Peterson are dudes you never want to face, so they're definitely going to put up points. Only spot he's really weak at is tight end. He's got a shitty tight end, and this fucker right here has a decent team. Fuck him. All right, we're going to talk about Our Jesus Thrice, because that guy looks like a team that is on the up and up. He had Trent Richardson on. I had Trent Richardson on Thursday, and he got me 15 points, and I'll take that. That was a good match. That was a good output going against the Ravens D. One thing that happened on Thursday that sucks is Justin Tucker decided to stick a tampon in his asshole and fucking suck that game. But he got me 5 points, and 5 points is better than no points. Michael LaShore should have a big game. Both my receivers should have like awesome points, all three of them actually, because I'm starting a receiver at the flex spot, Denarius Moore, who's going to get all the catches, all the targets from Carson Palmer this week. So it's going to be a tight one. They're projecting, Fixins to Fuck Ya to score all kinds of points and shit. But I'm thinking Our Jesus is going to surprise a lot of people this week. He's probably going to come out on top. So don't be surprised. I told you. You heard it here first. All right, Our Jesus got that one. We're going to go against the Kane versus Abel, the brothers matchup. The Danny and Brian Atkins matchup. the Charlie T's Sandy Vaginas, and Skittles taste the Dwayne Bowe semen. Um, those dudes, they're tough. Danny's 3-0. Brian's trying to make a name for himself in this league. He's 1-3, 1-2. Excuse me. He's gonna be 1-3. But I'll get to that in a sec. Danny jumped out and took Maurice Jones-Drew with his first pick. None of us saw it coming, but he knew what was possible out of MJD, and MJD has been showing him a whole bunch of love this short season so far. He also has Alfred Morris, who has been just a stud. He's a monster. I love the guy. The one thing I would change in his lineup is Des Bryant. He sucks, but I mean he really doesn't have much other choices on his bench right now. They all blow as well. But he's got two Green Bay guys going against New Orleans, who is by far the worst D in the NFL. So he should get big points out of them and Cedric Benson and Jordy Nelson. But we'll see. And again, looks like Skittles traded for Mike Vick this week. That's gonna probably shoot him. He's gonna end up shooting himself in the foot there because the Giants are gonna just probably murder him this week. Unfortunately for him. And also Brett Selleck is a piece of shit. He sucks, and he's not gonna produce. I'm sorry. Yeah. So that's that. That's gonna be Danny's win. Most people see that coming. But the main event for this week, these dudes have been, going back and forth on the message board. It's been BJ and Brennan, Blowjob, and Dick Hambone have been going at it, calling each other some pretty nasty names this week. One's a motherfucker, one's a giant, penis sucking motherfucker. I don't know, but this is what they're saying about each other. So I'm not gonna get involved. But I mean, if I'm looking at these two teams, I'm thinking BJ is the weaker, team. He's got Darren McFadden going strong at running back. He's a stud. But, I mean, Andre Brown, really, you're going to start him this week. Ahmad Bradshaw's going to get the bulk of the carries there. Julio Jones should have a nice game against Carolina because Carolina sucks. Eric Decker, who he traded for this week in a very fucking retarded trade situation, but whatever. He sucks. He produces 1 week and you think he's going to be fucking solid the rest of the season. I don't think so. I think he's a ball sucker. But whatever. Looks like Brennan's got some good players going this week. He's got Tom Brady against Buffalo, who I traded to him this week as well. And Tom Brady should get him some points. Ray Rice didn't get a touchdown on Thursday, but he got him 8 points. That's solid. Greg Jennings going against New Orleans should be huge for him. Should get him a lot of points. Of course, he's got Andre Johnson. We all know who that is, and he's going against Tennessee, and he should just murder them. But that's what's going on there. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Brennan's, it sucks that he left Joe Flacco on his bench because that's 22 points he could have already. But I just see Brennan winning that matchup, but we'll see. I've been wrong before, as we all know. I've been, reminded several times that I've been wrong. But yeah, well, anyways, good luck to you guys. You all fucking are gay and you all fucking suck, especially Scott. All right, bye.